Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a GW Tiger Porsche. The GW Tiger P is the Tier 8 German SPG. It's located on the northeast spawn of Arctic region, otherwise known as Mannerheim Line, and it's under the command of CTekk. Game started. Well, this uncamouflaged GW Tiger P, which is kind of unusual because most Arty players do camouflage their Arties just to get that extra 3% of camouflage, which will help avoid detection by the enemy. So it's rather rare to actually see one which is kind of naked, and this one is naked, yes. Well, he's moving to his firing position behind the bushes, and an enemy Lynx 6x6 has been found on the other side of the map. Briefly appears has been spotted in behind a rock. Now he's got the 17cm gun, which is the same gun that was actually going to be loaded onto the GW Tiger, the Tier 9, and that means he's capable of doing the 850 alpha, penetrating 44mm of armour, and has got a burst radius of just under 9 meters. Oh, and his first target is a bunch of enemy tanks grouped together on top of the hill, taking pot shots at our guys, and well, they're about to be on receiving end of an Arty round. That was beautiful, double bubble there. He landed the shell on both of them, so the T-28 and the Ferdinand both got hit, and he's picked up 800 hit points of damage with just one shot. Now the reload time is 31.84, is it 64 seconds? Just under 32 seconds for a load, but it is a higher caliber than you'd normally expect from the stock gun, because this is the stock gun. The top gun is a 21cm. Rounds out. Direct hit kills the Ferdinand. Well, that's the turn up for the books and a good start, because the Ferdinand's a fairly deadly tank destroyer. And not very nice if you actually approach one from the front. You want to avoid the pointy end of a Ferdinand because it's got very heavy armour on the front. CS-53, T-26E5 Patriot and the Progetto sitting at the pass. He's almost loaded, and it looks like they're bunching together again, which is going to make this a rather useful shell. He's loaded, rounds out. It lands between them, but the Patriot takes the worst of it, and the CS-53 only takes a small bit of damage, 67. But both the Progetto and the Patriot were still stunned by that shot. I think he's getting a request to shoot the Patriot, and I think he will oblige when he's loaded. In fact, the CS-53 is trying to use the Patriot, and they're working together. They just killed the Progetto. He's going to be loaded any second. Need to work out where you're going to put the shell. He fires at the CS-53, direct hit on his engine bay for 376, and I suspect that's actually damaged that guy's engine because he suddenly stopped. And I think he was pressing the repair kit to get his engine back in line, and during that time he went down to a shot from the Progetto 46, the other Progetto we have. So he's lining up another shot on the Patriot this time. He's gone up on top of the heights, so the Progetto 46 can't get him unless he goes up a little higher, and the enemy Progettos have actually pulled back. That one was short, and that's the first bad shot he's fired. It did stun the Patriot though. That's anything like that. It's actually going to help. Yes, because the guy's taking damage, and that means he's picking up stun assist. Now it's Progetto versus Progetto there at the moment, and his teammates are saying, "Can you hit the Progetto for us?" I think he might decide to take that Patriot out of the equation first, but I think, well, no, the Patriot got there before him. So now he's got a shot on the breach, and he's now looking to get a shot onto that Progetto, but it's a very difficult angle on the aim. And instead he's gone back to the lookout where the T-28 is still poking, and I think he wants to see if he can get a shot on that SU-130PM as well. He's hoping both of them will go up at the same time. He's rather ignoring the Progettos in the north, mainly because they weren't in a position that he could easily hit. He wants them to go to the pass where he can land the shell on top of both of them. There they are. They've appeared at last. Now he just needs to line it up, put it in the right place, and both Progettos are being very cagey. In fact, they're coming up behind the bunker to protect themselves. He's got no shot there. Okay, he's also got no shot on that T92 down in the south, so he's looking at the lookout place again. There's only one Arty on the enemy team, that's an M40 M43. And he's now having a quick look, see if he can work out where that enemy M40 M43 might be. But there's no sight of any tracer or anything like that. It was a quick cursory glance, so no real chance to actually have a good search. Okay, he's looking in the general area where the projectors were last seen, but at this moment the shell would hit the ground before the ridgeline, and I don't think the projectors would be badly damaged. I think they're still there. The Batchat's going around the outside. The Batchat 12 tons should be able to spot them. Something I like doing myself on this map is you can outflank the projectors. So long as there's nobody in the dip at E4, you can actually get around, and he gets a lovely shot right on top of both projectos there. Hits both of them. They've both been stunned. They've both been taken down, so he's picked up all of those hit points. He's got a massive load of stun assist off that. 2.5 stun assist, or 2,400, and over 2,100 hit points of actual damage. And now he's going for the T28, who's pulled down from the cliff, and he's now sitting behind a bush next to the rocks, and he's about to get an Arty shell. And that one veered off to the right, to the left rather, which means that the T28 was probably just splash damaged. Now there's the Borsig. The SU-130PM should be up there as well. Charioteer's moving around. There he is. Yes, he is still there. And in fact, he can get a shot on that guy. And he's very lightly armoured, which means that if he puts a shell into him, he's probably going to take him out of the game. But the SU-130PM is holding back. Oh, he just hit that Charioteer. And this time round, CTekk fires around it at T28 and it goes right onto the target. And the SU-130PM is now vulnerable to one of our teammates. The Batchat gets him. And that means there's only one enemy left. It's the M40 M43, and they found him. He's a little further over. That's it. Right up against the edge of the map. And that is the end of the game. Just as the Katyusha rockets fire again. Oh, we wish those would be in the game. Those would be so much fun. But let's have a look at the end of battle results for CTekk. Well, it was an ace tanker for CTekk and the GW Tiger P, and not just any ace tanker, that was his first one in this vehicle. Very well done. He got a Bruiser medal as well for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13, and his win rate for the battle was 3,568. So congratulations on your first ace tanker in the GW Tiger P. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. Note that actually went to the SU-130PM. 3,366 hit points of damage to that guy. The next high scorer being the Charioteer, got 2,492, and he had to give up a whole chunk of his hit points to that SU-130PM. And 2,382 went to CTekk in his GW Tiger P. When it came to kills, it was the Progetto who did the best with 3 kills alongside the Batchat 12 ton who killed the SU-130, and the M40 M43 on the enemy team got 3 kills as well. I'm afraid CTekk only got 2 kills in that game, but he did get the highest base XP, 1,098 to him, 877 to the Batchat 12 ton, 857 to Progetto 46, and I think the reason why he was the only one to get over 1,000 base was because he did so much stun assist in that game. He chose his targets well, and his teammates managed to take them out whilst they were stunned, so he got the benefit. He only fired 8 rounds of 17cm ammunition, got 5 direct hits, no penetration but 12 splash. Damage of 2,382 hit points, all of it more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 2,404 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. So you can see 8 shots fired but 10 stuns, which means that he was hitting more than one target at the same time. So when it came to credits, he actually earned 53,145 credits on a premium count, got 10,000 credits for completing the mission, and 63,145 credits altogether. And after ammunition resupply, he still came away with a whopping great profit of 52,393 credits from that game. He picked up 20 bonds for the battle and 1,647 XP, ×2 for the first victory, 3,294 for completing the mission and events, and took away 6,588 experience points altogether. So a very good game there for CTekk in the GW Tiger P, which is probably one of the more difficult German arties to play, simply because it's very, very, very slow, which makes it fairly vulnerable if the enemy gets close to you. But in this battle he did have good teammates who were able to keep the enemy at bay, and that allowed CTekk to exploit the really good damage that his gun can do, and he did do that by hitting the right targets at the right moment so his teammates could eliminate them. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching!